We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 5.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Jozie Kumm. Tim and Betsy are off. Thanksgiving started off with a violent start in the nation's capital. 2 National Guard troops are recovering after being shot in D.C. yesterday. Federal officials are now identifying the suspect as an Afghan national who came to the U.S. in 2021. ABC's Karen Travers has the details, and it's our top story at 5.
The victims of yesterday's shooting now identified as 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom and 24-year-old Andrew Wolf, both uniformed members of the West Virginia National Guard.
These 2 young service members who are willing to go above and beyond and pay whatever price our nation asks of them.
The FBI is investigating the shooting as a possible act of terrorism. Officials saying the suspect, Ramanullah Lackenwall, drove cross-country and deliberately targeted the 2 guardsmen as they stood outside a busy Washington, D.C. metro station.
One guardsman is struck, goes down, and then the shooter leans over and strikes the guardsman again. Another guardsman is struck several times.
Lackenwall is an Afghan national who came to the United States in 2021 and lives in Bellingham, Washington. He's facing 3 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed. FBI Director Kash Patel saying search warrants were carried out overnight at the suspect's home in Washington state.
During that process, we seized numerous electronic devices to include cell phones, laptops, iPads, and other material that is being analyzed as we speak.
Officials say Lackenwall worked for the U.S. government in Afghanistan for a decade, including the CIA, working as a member of a partner force there. Sources telling ABC News he was a trusted member of his unit. Lackenwall's 2021 entry into the U.S. was likely part of a Biden administration program that evacuated and resettled tens of thousands of Afghans. Lackenwall applied for asylum in 2024 and was granted it in April 2025 under the Trump administration, according to 3 law enforcement sources.
Any Afghan that worked with the U.S. military or CIA that comes to the United States is heavily vetted to get their special immigrant visa status and, of course, to come to the United States.
President Trump has now ordered a re-examination of all Afghan immigrants who were admitted here into the United States during the Biden administration. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
In the spirit of holiday giving, a local nonprofit organization made sure those in need had a meal today. Each year, the Gospel Mission serves a traditional Thanksgiving lunch and dinner to those experiencing homelessness and hunger. Thanks to donations, the Gospel Mission provided stuffing, mashed potatoes, pies, and more than 24 turkeys.
It's one of those events that we just love having the community come on campus and spend the holidays with us, because the truth is, those that enjoy our services, we've become their family and they've become ours.
Organizers say they also plan to host a free meal on Christmas Day for anybody in need. Back in Siouxland, hosting Thanksgiving can require a lot of storage space and can be challenging for some shoppers. This year, Hy-Vee is helping make the holiday easier for many families. Earlier today, all Hy-Vee locations with hot food service prepared and boxed up Thanksgiving meal packets for customers. Throughout the morning, customers picked up their pre-ordered holiday meal packs between 8 and 11 a.m. This initiative offers meal packs that can be fed anywhere from 2 to 12 people, eliminating the hassle and stress of last-minute shopping. For a decade now, a Lamar's family has been making thousands of baked goods during the month of Thanksgiving in their home, with no plans of slowing down. Rob Scheitler and his wife have been baking pies, cookies, and so much more in their home for the last 13 years. But it wasn't until 2020 that their baking really took off. Not only do they have folks from surrounding towns requesting baked goods, but people also from Sioux Falls and Omaha. Rob says many of the pies and other goods he makes are created like it's in the 1960s.
So a lot of our recipes, believe it or not, the 1964 Betty Crocker cookbook. We used a lot of those. My mom got one for her wedding gift. And so we use a lot of them recipes yet today. A lot of those recipes were used in my uncle's restaurants. A lot of the recipes I use yet today are from my uncle's restaurant. I've created a lot of my own recipes.
The Scheitlers don't only make pies during Thanksgiving season. The family is busy year-round from requests from community members as events like the Lamar's Farmers Market. Coming up at 6, KCAU 9 reporter Tyler Euchner goes into detail about how the family stays stress-free making these goodies. And now checking in with meteorologist Taylor King about the forecast. Taylor?
So we're going to be seeing those cooler temperatures right now. We're going to continue to see a decrease as we're monitoring that system that'll be making its way towards the area. Currently, temperatures across the region hanging out mainly in the 20s and 30s, 27 here in Sioux City and even over in Ida Grove and Denison, 33 over in Neely. Taking a quick glance at our lows for tonight, we're expecting to drop all the way down to the teens, even some low teens around here with some 13s up there by Lamar's and Cherokee. So like I said, we're going to continue to monitor this winter storm as it's making its way through the area. But again, remember to be prepared and stay warm out there, Josie.
Thank you, Taylor. Many folks are planning on cooking a turkey today, and the USDA has advised to make sure you don't send any of your guests home sick. According to the CDC, one of the most common bacteria that causes food poisoning spikes in November and December around the holidays. It's not only caused by raw food, it's from cooked foods being left at room temperature for way too long. USDA offers turkey that should not go more than 2 hours without refrigeration. And when it comes to putting your turkey in the oven, make sure it's cooked all the way through.
You hit 165 degrees. Using one of these meat thermometers, you can serve your family everything you intend and nothing you don't.
Thanksgiving leftovers can also be a cause for food poisoning. The USDA says that you should throw out refrigerated foods after 3 to 4 days. During today's holiday festivities, many people will give thanks for their pets, but the food we eat on Thanksgiving isn't necessarily good for your furry friends. Specifically, undercooked turkey, artificial sweeteners, and chocolate are bad for many pets. Garlic and onions also pose a risk if consumed by your pet. But officials say there is actually a safe way to include your four-legged friends.
So if your pet really wants to participate in the Thanksgiving feast, you can give them a small amount of turkey if they're used to it. Maybe even sweet potatoes. Those without all the extra sugar can be fine for your pet. You can just, give them a special little treat, mix in with their food. Again, it's about quantity and size of your pet.
She recommends talking with your pet's veterinarian before giving them any Thanksgiving food. Residents in Woodbury County will have plenty of opportunities to give back during this holiday season by simply rolling up their sleeves. LifeServe Blood Center will be hosting several blood drives in December throughout the county to replenish their supplies. The winter season is when inventory hits low levels due to the holidays, bad weather conditions, and an increase in accidents. Here's when and where you could find LifeServe's upcoming blood drives. Siouxland Community Health Center on December 10th. Downtown Sioux City on the 19th, Crescentville Community Center on the 30th, and Danbury Community Center on New Year's Eve.